Okay, here we go. Back into Hogwarts Legacy. Gonna be doing the side quests before I continue the... Well, yeah, side quests. Not necessarily the ones that'll continue the story, but... Well, yeah, side quests, because the ones that'll continue the story are actually main quests. So we're gonna do the side quests, and if I run out of side quests that I feel like doing, we'll move on to the main quests. So that... Nope. Okay. Uh... Let's start with this one. We'll start from here. So, I've been floating the idea of just, like, alternating between Hogwarts Legacy and something else. Just, like, generally something else. But I'm still not entirely sure I want to do that and not just, like, do something on Sundays.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Oh, right here. I think we already took care of that. But yeah, I might start doing stuff on Sundays. Just in general. Once I figure out a project to do, I might... Like a project that I can do computer stuff on. I'll probably do that as streams. I mean, I've got many things that I want to do. I just don't know what to do.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Are you sure?
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I don't really know.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
No, this is a very specific type of moonstone. Or it's specially enchanted.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Hey, look. Moonstone. Up we go. Over here.
Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
You say that at every single one of these. Draco. Draco. Drock. Words. Hippogriffs. How you be? Okay, quests. We await word. So now, over to Hogsmeade. Not in Hogsmeade, but I don't have anywhere closer to warp to.
Revelio.
Ah, something I haven't grabbed before. We shall await.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Mayhaps. Can you not walk away whenever you're trying to talk to me?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
I just want to know why there isn't a button to put away your wand. Like, even other games have such things, and it's like, do people really just run around with their wands out all the time, or is that just us doing that? Okay, so... Oh, in here. Someone's in here. As we load the interior.
Glad you came.
We're going upstairs.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
We're going further upstairs. just random balconies, basically.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
They're, pretty good at keeping people at bay, it seems.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Oh yes, that is, very threatening right down there.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Hello, Hamora.
The lockpicking in Oblivion is way harder than this. Like, there's not even a difference between the level of locks here. Whereas in Oblivion, you're lucky you have enough lockpicks to take care of it.
Revelio.
Of course. It's not like the students actually want to be around their teachers all the time. Oh wait, yeah, the stairs are here. Okay. And then we jump off the balcony. We can't jump in here. But we can run. But can we hide? No. Hiding is not a thing you can do. You can just kind of turn invisible.
Gladrags. I I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Something over here.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Nobody's
Excuse
inside.
me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
I'm just gonna go with the first option. I don't really... Because the first option is usually the polite answer, and then second, options usually a little more not nice.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Better not be getting into trouble over here. It's kind of surprising to just see people outside when it's this cold out, just standing around.
Never trust a man.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Yeah. You think she would have not been spotted in there? It's like you guys have been actively working against them. Why wouldn't they do something if they see you?
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
We've got flowers in the middle of winter.
Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
And here we go.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Well, of course.
Accio!
Badonk. Gotta pull the kegs out of the wall. Okay, we're gonna find everything. So that we have
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
ample evidence.
Revelio. Better be sure I'm not seen.
Using that girl as bait? No one's coming for her. We'll just kill her. What? Student would be arrogant enough to come in.
Revelio.
And you're right. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to. And guess what? I'm here.
We may be working with the goblins for now, but soon they'll be answering to us.
Oh, so you think so? Tapestry.
Yes, there've been mistakes, but I can't complain. If I'm to think on it, we've seen far worse.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Revelio.
Okay, nothing over here. And,
Petrificus totalis.
we got some large rugs.
There'll be nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Revelio.
Do.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Okay, so I don't really know where to
Be on
go.
the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're dumb enough to try to come through with that.
I'm hiding under
Burrow's
here.
always a treasure trove. Never failed to fill the sacks. That's me, of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're just gonna scoot our way over to
They
here.
teach the dark arts at other schools. Why should Hogwarts be any different?
Don't betray me, sheep.
It's been a bit grim, I won't deny, but the tides will turn for us soon.
Oi!
What's here?
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Say what you will about Feldcroft, but the estate is spacious.
The girl's friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous. We're wasting our time.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
How do I get through you without just alerting everybody?
To work with these goblins.
Petrificus totalis.
There we go.
And he must be here somewhere.
And where am I gonna find the goodies?
I raided Rockford more times than
Do 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 do.
Expulso!
Hold on.
Expulso!
Confringo! Defendo! Descendo!
Expulso! Expulso!
Come on. And you're done. Gotta love those one-shot kills. Hold on. I am equipped for that. Okay, time to finish everybody else off.
What's that? Better have a look then. Somebody out.
Confringo! Bombarda!
Fight for me!
Is that the best?
What are your thoughts on electricity?
Confringo!
Oh, why'd I waste it on that?
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
I won't go down as easy!
Might want to look
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
No, I wanted that.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
conductive, aren't we?
Expelliarmus!
Hey, that's mine!
Confringo! Bombarda! Descendo! Expelliarmus!
This is your
Confringo!
first tutorial, isn't it? Flash of inspiration.
Okay, I want to get this dueling feat.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Okay.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
And what about
Revelio.
the love letter? Do we still need to take care of that? What do you got? Leveled loot. That's probably what that is. Oh, hey, we got a bunch of stuff over here.
Confringo. Bombarda.
No? Okay. How about you? Nope.
Accio. Flipendo. Depulso.
What? There we go.
Accio. Revelio.
Just money. But there's stuff up there. Come on, move a little faster.
Revelio. Otto
There we
Dibble's
go.
love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
The heck is that noise? Well, whatever it is. We're going through here. Know what these are. Are they tombs of some sort? I don't know. Like sarcophagus type things?
Revelio.
Hold on, there's a...
Aloha Mora.
Where'd you come from?
Revelio.
It's finding something. I just don't know what. At least I think it's finding
Revelio.
something. I don't know. Maybe it's just this.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friend.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Well, I mean, I already fought them, but still. More probably came in. It's not going to be as easy as us leaving, is it? I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna see who shows. Oh, hey, they've got a kind of barrier up here. I didn't notice that before. Okay, well, I think we can head out now. They must have busted through the door to get in. All the doors.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Oh, do I want to drink more of my green tea? Or do I want to save it for tomorrow? And just try to find a bottle of water. Wow, look at that! Someone's already here.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Indeed. Other quest. Shadow of Hope. Okay, outside the Helmlet. Helmlet. Or, meet along the coast. You know what? We're gonna go to this one, because it's not the main quest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop drinking the tea. Don't need that much caffeine throughout the night.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the Ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the Ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
So what's a dark sacrifice? That's what I'm worried about.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
Okay, so now we just have the main quest. And yes, I will see you soon. Because, Oh wait, no! Phoenix Rising. We're gonna do that one next. We'll take care of that later. I want to do Phoenix Rising. Oh, of course. It's all the way over there. And I have... like... no Flue Flame locations over here. So, I'm going to have to travel here and scoot on up that way. Okay, let's get moving. We're gonna take care of this while we're here.
Slow down.
That was unimpressive.
Confringo.
You almost had a lucky shot.
Bombarda. Confringo.
You're weak, human. That was
Descendo.
Are you quite finished?
No.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Almost.
Bombarda.
Ooh, this didn't take long. You're so very weak. I won't rest.
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda.
I will make you. Easily
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Ow.
Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise. Revelio.
Come on.
Accio.
What?
Accio.
What does this do for me? I just move that? That's it? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's get a move on.
Potato! Now you're just getting on my Confringo! Had you ordered to give us?
Thought you had me there. Talk of the school since you saved Mr. Reb and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Phoenix Mountain Cave. I'll just leave them fight.
A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here.
Some kind of rail system that goes down there.
Confringo!
No. Keep looking. You've seen how much a single feather fetches. Blooming bird.
Oh, should have stayed at the castle.
Petricus totalis.
Okay, there's some stuff over here that's blocked off. Oh. Oh, I think there's some egg nests over there.
The curiosity they teach at Hogwarts will not serve you well.
Petricus totalis.
Why, yes. Oh, wait,
Confringo.
Okay. Scootin', scootin'. Yep, we are a scootin'. Mm-hmm. There's definitely some infrastructure here.
More poachers. How many are there?
A disused rail system. Okay, let's see how we can disable these guys.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth chasing.
And here we go, doing a...
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
What's back this way? Some kind of vault door. That brings us to a couple sacks of money. Probably gonna have to jump across that at some point. Wow. If only it was that easy all the time.
The Phoenix. It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do.
It can see through your, whatever this is called again, I forget.
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Womp. What are you doing?
Because I'm a poacher doesn't mean I dislike beasts. We had a Kneazor at our house. I wept when he died. Ah, hair like silk, yeah.
What does it matter if they're still alive? Concentrate on the spoils we'll be leaving.
Why are you talking to yourself like that? That's weird. Like, I understand... Oh, come on. Level 3? I need to find more moons. And, yep. I just want to know what this place used to be.
There it is again.
Wow. We saw it again. Isn't that amazing? It's almost like it wants to be seen. Disillusionment, that's what it's called. And there's a thing up there. You know what? I'm going down. I didn't know I could actually get down here. And there's some stuff over here. Oh, it's just resources. Whatever. More resources. Always good to have resources. Come on, just jump down.
Confringo!
Okay. Extreme danger.
Confringo!
And what's back here?
Revelio.
Absolutely nothing. Oh, yep, spiders.
Confringo! Bombarda!
Ow.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bomba!
Okay, that was probably not a great time to do that.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Confringo! Cursed fiends.
Oh wow, I've actually filled up my magic meter all the way. I can't pick up any more magic. That's interesting. I don't think there's any way of getting back up from there. Or here.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Okay, time to start using this magic.
I'll watch the light come
Protego! Bombarda!
No.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo!
Here's 10 points. Levioso. How's the
Expelliarmus!
view? Levioso.
Expelliarmus!
Would you like me to put you down?
Bombarda! Confringo! Descendo! That was for Highwing.
Oh, I did not mean to press that one. Not that one either. Ugh. Pressing all of the buttons. So many resources. So many resources. All of the resources. I can house the resources. There's nothing here but bones. Nothing here but a barrel. I can't get into the cage. Even though I probably could just walk right in. Well, actually I could, but... Oh, I forgot to get the hot dogs out of the freezer. Oh well. Not like I actually care. They're more meant for when I get home from work.
Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased.
Wow, that's easier than any other beast. Because I didn't even have to do a quick time event. Wow, we've only been going for like an hour. Oh wait. Re-grab that. Okay. Oh, how about no? How about, get out of here. Get a move on. Get out of here. That's a giant spider. Nah. We're gonna head back to the room of requirement and, What? We slid in? I wasn't really looking.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens.
And it just went straight in.
What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
Maxima. Maxima. Nope, nope. No Maxima. Maxima. It's all Maxima. Okay, well, we've got new stuff over here.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Well, let's see here. Well, let's go in. Have some food.
Arresto momentum.
Oh wait, wrong one.
Confringo.
Doing some dungeon diving. So how many more of those feathers you got for me? 3. Maybe I'll move some of the beasts around, because this seems like a better area for some. Where'd these other animals come from? Did the room just apparate them out of nowhere? Like, I don't understand this. Okay, well, we're gonna head back in. And take care of all of our other stuff. We're gonna start with the swamp. Just kind of waiting for everybody to get food now. You haven't gotten food yet. You have not been taken care of yet. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. So let's head over to this one. Okay, so what's over here? Just beach? A cave. I'm kind of surprised this isn't full of water. Okay, well, let's trudge back up here. And start collecting. You didn't get any food yet? There we go. Okay. Well, while we're here, just do that. Oh, of course we get stuff that's better. Might take the unicorns up to the highlands type area. Not ready to be interacted with. I think I've explored all that I can here. Unless I can go in here? I didn't think to try and go in here before. No, no. That's not what I wanted. Nope. Who hasn't... Hold on. Okay, there we go. I wish basic spell casting wasn't the same trigger as you needed to... Wasn't the same thing you needed to hold to do all the special spells. Okay. Let's check our gear. Because we got new stuff. That's better. So I could put Disarming 3 on here. Goblin Silver. Nothing good there. Nothing good here. Only level 1 trait slots. Okay, so we'll equip that. And we'll equip that. So, Goblin Silver and the Expelliarmus. We already had Goblin Silver 3, but then again, we fight goblins a lot, so... this one. I don't have Graphorn. I don't know when I get one. Goblin Silver. Hey, I can actually fully upgrade this. Disarming. And I can sell everything else. And I forgot to do this. I don't want to see that. Hey, you don't need glasses? Wow, it's only an hour and a half into the stream, and I'm already like, do I want to continue? Well, I mean, we got a couple more quests to do, I guess. A couple more quests that we can do.
Marvelous improvements here.
Oh wait, I didn't, There's no reason to make it take like 5 seconds, 15 seconds to brew this potion. There's no reason. It's like, you either gotta make it take forever, so that you just set up a bunch of potion makers all around, or you just make it take no time and you just blast them out. But of course, that's not canonical. Well, wait, let's check quests. Yeah, let's go there. Oh wow, this feels a little laggy. Too many perkles going on.
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry, as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
So, they just don't have guns in the wizarding world because they have magic. But as we can see, guns are much more effective.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Imagine if wizards had guns. Actually, there's a game that I think is about wizards having guns, and it's called Tactical Breach Wizards. And I've been meaning to actually look into it ever since I saw it. But, that'll come around whenever it's time.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I mean, not that I was meaning to sound insensitive with the fact that her father died, but still. Makes you wonder why the wizards don't have guns. Okay, so all of these side quests are literally just talking to people, which is what I wasn't planning on. And also not what I was planning on is not knowing when to stop. Which I'm thinking now's a good time. And since I'm so close, I'm just gonna walk there. I think we can just walk up here and... Yeah, we can just... Hold on. There's a... Oh. I'm not bothering with that. But we're gonna... go up this way. Because the common room's up here? If I remember correctly? It's up here somewhere. That's not it. I think that's a little too far. Because it's off the grand staircase somewhere? Maybe I missed it down here. Maybe it was the next landing. Yeah. And up we go. They just hung a wreath around it. That's funny.
My mother is so excited for me to come home for the holidays. She's written to me nearly every day,
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Okay. Actually, let's see what we've got here. This? Complete main quests. Top of the class. Wow, we don't have a lot of this. Got that, though. Don't see a lot of landing platforms. Almost done with field guide pages. Found all of them in Hogwarts, apparently. Got a few more in Hogsmeade. And some in the Highlands. Rescue 20 beasts. Breed 10 unique beasts. Oh, wow. I did not claim those at all. Still gotta defeat a bunch of wizards, a bunch of dugbugs, infamous foes, spiders, trolls, defeat 10 trolls, mongrels, and dueling feats. Okay, well, we're gonna go to settings, save. And gonna end the stream here. So, next time with Hogwarts Legacy, next Friday. Next Friday, I'm not gonna be here. So, it's going to be Sunday? Maybe? If I actually feel like doing anything after all that, because we're doing an event here next weekend, I think. So yeah, next time with Hogwarts Legacy. Well, actually, let's move on to what we're gonna be doing with Factorio tomorrow, and then I'll discuss next week. So, Factorio, we are working on moving all of our science research to Gleba. And I'm also going to need to figure out how to get it to be protected. All the stuff on Gleba being protected, because the pentapods are gonna come knocking. I just wish there was a way to freeze the spoilage time on the pentapod eggs. I'm about to end the stream, bot. You don't need to be telling me that there's cheap viewers on name random site here. So, I mean, excuse me, but is that a gnat in my controller? I think there's a dead bug in my controller. This is a clear controller, so how'd it get in there? Oh, there's actually a pretty large gap where the triggers are, so okay, that's how it got in there. I just don't have a way to get it out now. Because this controller has a couple spots that have a little cap on them, little plastic cap that they shove down in, and now I can't, and I just can't get at a couple of screws that hold this thing together. Guess I'm just gonna have to drill the cap out and rip it out. But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. The next time I play it, we will be continuing the main quest and doing whatever side quests pop up. So it's either gonna be Sunday if I feel like it, Monday if I don't do Factorio, or it'll be the Friday after. There's gonna be a few weekends like this coming up. So, yeah, that's always a thing. So, I'll just end the stream here and figure out what I'm doing next.